Shalom. First off, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh, who the world didn't really call God, in the name of Yahweh Shai, who the world didn't really call Jesus Christ. Secondly, I'd like to give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who continue to teach us His truth. And a salutations to you, I came out there doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, this is Bible words number 8, and the word we're going to look at is disciple. All right, and we're also going to look at the word discipline. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to go straight to the scriptures. It says, Isaiah chapter 8, verse 13 through 16, it says, sanctify the Lord of hosts himself, and let him be your fear, and let him be your dread. All right, so fear the Lord. It says, and he shall be for a sanctuary, but he shall be for a sanctuary, but for a stone of stumbling and for a rock of offense to both houses of Israel, for a gin and a snare to the inhabitants of Jerusalem. All right, so essentially it's going to be a sanctuary for certain people of the nation of Israel, but it's going to be a stumbling block and an inconvenience, essentially, a trap for the other part of Israel, all right, of you Israelites. Essentially going into what? Going into the chosen, all right, the 144, and those people who believe in the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, so that fear of the Lord is going to be a sanctuary unto them. But to the 2/3 of our people, it's going to be dread. It's going to be dread unto them. It's going to be an offense. All right, it's going to be ultimately a snare, a trap unto them. It says, and many among them shall stumble and fall and be broken and be snared and be taken. Bind up the testimony, seal the law among my disciples. All right. So the word there that we're looking at is disciples. All right. This is from the online etymology. All right. So we're going to look at this picture first. Here it says disciple, Old English, one who follows another for the purpose of learning, especially the personal followers of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach during his life, the 12 apostles chosen or called by him to be his immediate associates, a biblical borrowing from the Latin discipulus, pupil, student, follower, which is of uncertain origin. All right, it says in OED and Watkins, it is said to be from desire, to learn, and a reduplicated from the PIE root deck, to receive, accept. But according to Barnhart and Klein, it is from a lost compound, disappear, to grasp intellectually, analyze thoroughly, from dis, apart, capere, to take hold of, cap, to grab, devan, finds ending, pulus, difficult to explain, in the former theory and latter of the semantically not compelling. All right, so in other words, the word means what? The real point here is that it means one who follows another for the purpose of learning, all right, or a student. It says it is not common in Old English where the usual word leoning sinet, in some cases pagan, the pre-Christian sense of scholar, pupil, student is rare in English, meaning one who follows or is influenced by doctrine or example of another. All right, and it says it's from circa 1300. All right, so now we're going to go into the Blue Letter Bible, and the word here is lamarad, all right, and it says taught, learned, discipled, taught, accustomed to something. And in the Strongs, it says instructed, accustomed, disciple, learned, taught, and used. All right, and then here the noun for disciple is someone who believes and spreads and who believes and helps to spread the doctrine of another. All right, in this case, the doctrine of Yahweh Shai. All right, so now we're going to go into the New Testament and hear the word Matthew chapter 24 verse 3, and it said, and he sat upon the Mount of Olives. The disciples came unto him privily, saying, tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? All right, and the word there for disciples is Strong's G 3101, and it says Mathetes, Mathetes, and it says if a learner, a pupil, a disciple. So it's essentially the same thing. Disciple means a learner, all right. But now, someone who's following another for the purpose of knowledge, all right. But now we're gonna look at the word discipline here, and then we're gonna look at the tree, all right. So here it says, um, Penitential chastisement, punishment for the sake of correction, from Old French discipline, physical punishment, teaching. All right. Suffering, martyrdom. All right. It says, and directly from Latin, disciplina, instruction given, teaching, learning, knowledge. Also, object, object of instruction, knowledge, science, military discipline. All right, and then we're going to go here into this tree, which is the most important part that I wanted to get to. It says disciples, all right, which is a student or pupil, disciplina, instruction given, teaching, learning, all right, and then it says discipline, all right, physical punishment, suffering, all right, and then it says discipline, uh, penitential chastisement, punishment for the sake of correction, and then that's how you get discipline. So the words disciple and discipline are are related, all right, they're related. So that's why the scriptures say, you know, prepare thy soul for temptation, essentially when you come into this truth, because it's a discipleship. And part of a discipleship is pain, is suffering. All right. So, hey, man, that was a quick lesson on the word disciple. All right. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, the honestly apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, who taught us this truth. And the salutations to Joachim out there doing the work of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai sincerely. All right. Until next time, Shalom.